That's right, not only has the new 2DS game been announced, but it's also currently being location tested. And of course, that means it's time for me to make my yearly location test summary video. So let's get right into it. So as of me recording this video, there has only been one day of the location test. However, the second day has already been cancelled due to weather warnings, and the third day is pretty unsure as of now. So instead of delaying this video, I'll just report what's available right now. And if more information comes, I'll add it at a later point in the video. Now, as usual with new 2DX games, there's a few new features being added, so let's go over them all, one by one. Firstly, the song selection screen has been upgraded. A setting to display the DJ level for each song on the song list has been added. This makes it even easier to know how well you have performed previously. So it's nice that you can see it so quickly, especially since you can see it without even hovering on the song itself. And also an additional information window has been added. You'll now be able to see the various chart statistics on the main monitor, which was previously just seen on the sub monitor. You'll also be able to see the clear rate for the song here, for the various types of clears. So like full combo rate, EX hard clear rate, etc. Which is nice that you can see all of them, instead of just clear rate and full combo rate, which is how it was previously. And additionally, there's also this new score class added. This will basically just give you an idea how good certain scores are, and how they relate to, say, top 10 or top 100 plays. Secondly, new features to make the game easier to play. Several new options have been added in regards to BPM changes. The biggest one of these is the addition of the new fixed display area option. This will lock the link cover in place so you don't have to worry about it moving while you're floating. But not just that, floating can now be done by just double clicking the start button. This seems like a very nice feature, I think, and it will make Softland a bit easier to play, but still not eliminate all of the skill involved, so I think it's a very good option. There's also been a couple of new display options added. There's the BPM change notice that will warn the players before the BPM change, and also an option to keep the white and green number visible at all times. Both of them seem like very useful features, I think, and I'm sure a lot of people will use them. And I also think for streamers it will be a nice thing for the viewers to see while watching. And perhaps the thing we've seen posted the most about during the location test, the two new assist settings. Firstly, there's the lane cover adjust, which will automatically adjust the lane cover's position so that the green number remains the same. This would effectively be the same as the new display options in DDR, but even more drastically is the new speed adjust option. This will essentially keep the speed the same for the entire song, basically removing Softland entirely. As I said, these are luckily just assist options, so they will not be treated as normal clears. If it did, it would kind of remove a lot of depth from the game, I think. However, I really hope that they do not save score, because currently you can save the score for assist options like auto scratch, and if these are treated the same way, it would destroy a lot of scores, because these remove a lot of difficulty from the game. However, as long as they don't save score, I think they will be very fun to play around with, and perhaps also be very good practicing tools. We'll just have to see. And thirdly, further enhanced elements and features. Previously played songs will now be able to be replayed for a certain amount of time period after, instead of the current where you're just able to retry right after. So like the replay feature that gives you the same random. This will also allow you to replay songs from modes where you normally can't, such as in Arena. And lastly, you will now be able to compare your radar to rivals. And there will be more detailed score information on the radar, the details of which may change in the final release. And there are even more things planned for the final release. But anyways, let's take a look at the design. Firstly, the poster. As you can see, the mascots for this style is Tekka and Himmel. And also those hamster things are back, but recolored. Digitaru METAVERSE Anayagi Miyabi Kanari. Or, the digital metaverse is truly magnificent and elegant, if I translated that correct. Honestly, who knows? Digital metaverse is written in kanji with furigana on top, so yeah, there might be more to it that I don't get. Alright, so here are the Zinrai cabs at the location test. As you can see, very purple, as expected. So this time we have Tekka on the title screen. As you can see, very purple. I really adore the pixelated Sakura on the title screen. It's a real nice blend between that and the rest, and I think it sets it apart quite a bit. As you can see, we have that like very Japanese warrior ninja type of vibe, maybe samurai, reminding us a lot of Shinobas. Interesting to note here is that it actually says Konami Arcade Games rather than Konami Amusement, which is what it has said in previous games. And also, did you know that Zinrai actually means lightning fast in Japanese? I don't think I mentioned it before. The UI being mostly black and purple makes for a pretty sleek and clean aesthetic, I think. So it's a bit more unique than just being Cinnabus once more. It's a pretty modern and clean aesthetic, I think. Not too stylized and decorated like some other designs, but still a pretty good, clean design. I really like the more cyan bluish colors on the clear screen, and especially this one with the wave. That's probably my favorite screen in the entire game. The sail transition is also really beautiful, I think. And honestly, I think the glitch effects are pretty good here. Often those type of details can be a little bit tacky, I think, in design, but I think they pulled it off quite well. But anyways, as always, we of course have a lot of new music. Here are the 22 new songs for the new game. 9-1 by Mememe, Benny Sakura by Black Y, Dead Rabbit by Highland featuring DJ14, scratching, Dying For You by Emma Cosine, Generated Grid by Sota Fujimori, Memory Lost by Nora2R, Otoroshi by Kagetora, Rise Beyond by Taishi, Samurai Sword by Dubscribe, Bark Rush by Nahato, Anomaly by Yuya, Akuji Kyoki by Rough Screams featuring Fra, Eimu Yukibana Sho by Meto, Saikai by Sotella, Raitei no Gotoshi by Digitaka, Hekireki by Yuta Imai, X Otogibenashi by Ryo aka Supercell, and Kaguya voiced by Natsuyoshi Yuko, and Runami Yachio voiced by Hayami Saori from Sho Kaguya Hime, which is a license. Meruto, the CPK remix, Hatsune version by Ryo aka Supercell, which is a license. Daru by Amala, which is a license. Dabupara by Deco27, which is a license. Rupusarumu by Rushino, which is a license. And Singularity Girl by Hammer, which was added on the second day. And finally, Techno Kaiser by Stevie and the Nana Takahashi production by LED, which was added almost a week later. By the way, did you notice that the in-house artist no longer has Bemani Sound Team in their name? It was actually removed during Sparkle Shower, but it's most noticeable right here because now no artist has the label. I think this is a very welcome change because it looked very awkward with that in the name, and it sort of took a bit of credit away from the artists themselves. I always thought they should have just put a verification badge or something on those artists, but either way it's gone now though. As usual, there are always removed songs, but this game actually only has one as far as I've been able to find. Shu Tayosei by Anno from Eppolis, which had a Legendaria short in Pinky Crush. So yeah, make sure to play the Legendaria short before it's removed. So that's just about it for all the changes and additions in Zinrai. So let's take a look at some gameplay with some new interesting songs. So that's it for the game itself. As I mentioned earlier, some of the first location tests was cancelled due to a typhoon, so the missing days were scheduled for the 18th of July, which is approximately 2 weeks from now. There's also a second round of location tests that is being held from the 3rd to the 5th of July, so it is possible that there are more information that will be revealed at later dates. And also, while this is a 2DX video, I should also mention that there is the new U-Beat game that is being location tested as well, with the new cabinet. But this has been going on for a while, so it's not really new news. They were location tested together though, and there are definitely some new cool U-Beat features as well, like with the side monitors and stuff, so yeah, if you're interested in U-Beat, keep tabs on that. There was also a Konami shareholders meeting recently, in which the now CEO Yoshitaka answered some questions. Among these, he mentioned that they are aware of the big demands for the CD soundtracks, and that they are considering releasing it again. So that sounds like very good news. I hope that they actually go through with it, because we haven't had a soundtrack release since Epolis, and I'd love to see them for the new games too. He also mentioned that they have no future plans for nostalgia, and that they are quote-unquote expanding multiple titles overseas. So yeah, that's pretty vague, but there might be something interesting coming from that, so I thought it was worth mentioning. Anyways, that's all the news I was able to find. What do you think about Zinrai so far? Also, please let me know if there's anything I missed or forgot to mention. Anyway, that's all from me now. If you want me to make more 2DX videos in the future, like it and help me share it. Thanks, see you later, bye.